Hey cruisers, you hear that engine? You know what that is. That's American muscle. We're driving a 1966 Ford Mustang all the way to Bob Dylan's childhood home in Hibbing, Minnesota. But before we go, let's check out Ford's knockout, the Mustang.
Dream car buyers of the world, unite! The 1966 Mustangs are here.
When Bob Dylan made it, his first major purchase was a car just like this one. By the mid-1960s, Mustang mania towered the auto industry, 86 stories high, when Ford parked their convertible on the observation deck of the Empire State Building. The pony car made the climb via elevator, accompanied by engineers. And Ford thought this Mustang concept was going to be just a flash in the pan. Vintage Mustang owner Lenny Washinsky will tell you he still can't believe it.
They were supposed to last 4 or 5 years, and then basically you bought a new one. And I think if they had any idea that it was going to be as popular as it was, they would have done something different, but they didn't need to.
Lenny's shop in Howard gives that away. He's been through every generation with Ford.
I bought my first one when I was 13 years old, so 40 years now. I'm particular to the early cars, the 64.5 to 66. Those are my favorites.
And here at Vintage Mustangs, it's all about the relationships.
And I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy doing it for other people. I like to see the look on their face when their car is done and they're like, wow.
Now, like a rolling stone, let's head to Bob Dylan's home. Let's go. It might be hard to imagine, but a young Bob Dylan got his start right behind me in the small town of Hibbing, Minnesota, with a population of 17,000. Every generation has their voice, and legendary singer-songwriter Bob Dylan has been one for decades now, and he's made his voice a part of the conversation. But before he was Bob Dylan, he was known as Robert Allen Zimmerman from Duluth. Just like a Rolling Stone, this musical icon never forgot his roots.
He was born in Duluth, but his family lived up in a little mining town.
And the city is mighty proud of their hometown boy. In fact, a festival was held over Dylan's birthday. The Northland Shindig has music and celebrates Dylan's work and influences. And while Dylan was born in Duluth, Minnesota, we're going to move on to Hibbing, where they have their share of Dylan memories as well.
I think I would love Bob Dylan whether he was from our state or not. Really, when you look at his poetry in his songs and the length of time he's been doing what he's doing, I think you can make an argument that he's up there with the best artists of the 20th century.
In fact, John Fatishi lives next door to the Dylan house, and people from all over the world come to see Dylan's old digs.
A lot of people in the yard taking pictures of kitty corner and things like that, and Dylan days in the end of May, usually we have the buses coming through and people stopping.
And though times they are a-changin', Minnesota residents are going to make sure this tradition lasts for years to come. Well, cruisers, that was fun. I'm going to hit the open road, but I'll see you on the next Cruisin' with Kendra. Follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/cruisin with Kendra. We'll see you next time.